Amy and Kim and Holly are downstairs talking about whatever they're talking about. I'm upstairs here in the Bluenose Lodge, and I'm going to get right into it while they're discussing, again, whatever they're discussing, by going to one of my tricks of the trade from the old days, from the first couple of seasons of Haunted. I haven't really done it in a couple of years, but I used to use trigger objects, which is to say things that you could place in a room or a place that might be haunted, and then just walk away. And as long as nobody else knew that they were there, then if those things were moved, and if you trusted that you yourself were honest and not going back to move them to make it look like they were moved, and I think, folks, after all these years, I hope that you know that I am not going to do that. So, tonight, I've got 3 little chess pieces. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to surreptitiously sneak into their rooms, which, I admit, sounds wrong in principle, but in practice, at least for this purpose, yes, it's exactly what I do. And up here, you're probably seeing a sort of a thing that says Sneaky Paul Cam. And I'm going to place them in the rooms. I'm not going to tell them that they're there, much less where I've placed them. Then, at some point, over the next 2 nights, we can revisit those rooms. I'll give them a little bit of a surprise and see if they moved. So this is the part of the episode where I like to quote Francis Urquhart from House of Cards and say, time to put a little bit of stick about and see what happens. Okay, so all the rooms here are lovely at the Bluenose Lodge. It's actually going to be a great place to stay, and you should probably come check it out too, folks. Now, where would be a good place that Kim probably isn't going to look? I think I know. So, right up here on the dresser. Now, on the other side of the dresser, it drops down a little bit, so the rook isn't going to be on top of the dresser. Kim won't even know it's there, but it's something that I can come back and check. Okay, just down the hallway and actually across the hall from my room is Amy Murphy's room. Now, Amy's room, as you might be able to see, has 2 beds behind her. Now, this is a room where I think Amy's already told me this story. Holly and Kim haven't heard it. Maybe they're hearing it now. That Amy has been here before, and she had what she thinks was a paranormal experience with a friend in this room, where something might have physically manifested itself on her. So, best place to put this would be under the bed. To the spirit that might have manifested itself, interacted with Amy the last time she was here, and place this little chess piece under the bed that Amy's sleeping on tonight, and feel free to move it. So I've just put it on the other side of the wheel so that I know where it is. You folks at home know where it is, so we're in on this together. But you know who doesn't know where it is? Amy. And there's no way she could, because the wheel blocks her view of it. That's what we call good trigger object placement. The only people who know, you, me, and whatever spirits might be in here. All right, last, but certainly not least, my dear old friend, Holly Stevens. Now, this is her room. Again, lovely room. And I've got a horsey. Now, where to put the horsey so that Holly won't notice it's here? The closet. Up. Not by the iron, because she might use that. Over on the other side, opposite the iron. Only I'll know it's there, you'll know it's there, and maybe the ghosts will too.
Okay, Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, Bluenose Lodge, built in 1863. And we're just sitting down, except we came back from dinner, and Amy, you were freaking out a little bit.
Okay, so I decided to come back. I just wanted to have a quiet supper, you know, no kids, kid-free, yeah. Come back and have some peace and quiet. So I brought my food into the living room in the front there. And within 2 minutes, I heard a little bump. Then another 2 minutes went by, And it was like I had goosebumps and I was just on edge. And then clang, bang, you could hear a really big crash of sort. I don't know what it was or how to explain it.
Oh my God.
It almost sounds like maybe a door or something smashed, but it was like, I can't explain it. But I think it came from the back of the house, like more by like the kitchen area or the back.
Okay.
It seemed to have come from the back main floor.
And so you were alone here. We've got the keys. The front door was locked.
I had to let myself in with the key. I was sitting down quietly, just starting to eat, and I just decided, because I was by myself in a haunted inn, I thought I'll just roll the camera just in case.
You recorded it.
I did. Yes.
Can you hear it?
You can really hear it. Do you want to see it?
Gosh, yes.
Yes.
Okay. So I'll fast forward to 10 seconds before it happens, so I'll turn the volume up. Okay, so listen really carefully.
Okay.
Seriously. Like that,
Again.
Yeah.
like that wasn't just like it's like a tink tink, it was something really loud. Okay. Loud. It was really loud.
What I find interesting about what you just showed me was that before the sound happened, it's like you were looking around waiting for something.
Yeah.
Like you could feel it or
Yes.
you heard something. What was going on?
I was super on edge because, I heard those little sounds, but there's something I didn't tell you guys, and I've been waiting to tell you. I've been here before.
Like actually been here before?
Yeah. So about August 2020, I stayed overnight here with a couple of my girlfriends. And ironically, we stayed in the room that you guys put me in tonight,
Whoa.
2 years ago. So, do you want to hear a little bit of what happened when we were here?
Yeah.
I think so.
So there was a couple things, like we had a spirit box going and it said each one of our names at one point. It was really energetic in there. Like I know Tanya, she was my friend, she had to sleep with earphones on to try to drown out all the extra like energies that she could feel. But one thing in particular happened to me and one of my other girls that were there. And it was the same thing that happened to both of us. And she was in this bed at one time, the one by the far right, by the window, and she couldn't get up. She got pinned to the bed. Like she couldn't actually get off the bed. She was trying to get up and she couldn't. And then at another separate time, they were all getting up to go out. We were going to go explore the town. And I was laying on the other bed, and the exact same thing happened to me. They were going, Amy, let's go. And I couldn't speak. I couldn't move. And I was laying there. I could hear them. And I kept like opening my eyes really wide, like, look at me. And they were just like, Amy, let's go. And they weren't really paying attention until they realized I wasn't moving. And then they came over to me and then they helped me get up. But I was physically like pinned to the bed and I couldn't move.
I have full on goosebumps. How about you?
Yeah, that doesn't feel good.
Yeah, so
now, do any of these experiences correlate with stuff that's happened here before that you know of, Kim?
No, because I don't know specific details of the stories. I do know that I've heard people that have worked here have had experiences and they felt like they need to come out of a certain room. Like they're not wanted in that room type of thing.
which room do you know?
I don't know the details, no. So that's really interesting.
Interesting. So yeah, so that happened in that room and other little things, but that was the main thing that we all kind of took from staying here was that.
Well, I do not feel good about being here now.
Well,
So if you guys don't see me tomorrow, come look for me in my room. I might be pinned to the bed.
Oh my God.
What I was going to mention to you too, when we talked about the brief history of this home, this home was actually a wedding gift. So I wonder if there's some sort of emotional tie.
You mean you think the spirit is still connected to this because it was
Maybe.
theirs? I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I wasn't necessarily, I mean, it's a beautiful space. I was not expecting any of this kind of potential animosity. But that was during the day. Now that we're back, I feel like things have maybe changed.
What else is funny to me, Amy, is that you and I have talked a bit about certain locations, and we talked a little bit about Lunenburg, and you sent me a few ideas for Lunenburg. You didn't mention here. Is there a reason why?
Maybe I blocked it out. I don't know. That's really funny.
Did you not want to come back?
I don't. Maybe subconsciously I didn't, because I would have said that. And I tell you, I always inbox you locations. That's
You
really
do.
funny that I just put that one out.
Wow. I'm guessing the whole being pinned to the bed thing didn't feel good. Like, was there like an associated emotion with it, or was it just?
It was like we were stuck. I couldn't talk. And Jessica said the same thing. She was stuck. She was pinned. Like, we just couldn't move or talk. We were just, it's almost like we were being quieted. Like they were quieting you and doing things like, it was, yeah. But both of us experienced it too, which was strange.
How do you feel about staying in that room tonight?
A little nervous, a little curious. I'm always up for curiosity just to see. I remember when we were both sleeping there, Jessica and I slept in the same bed, and we both felt a pressure, or we both said in the morning, did you feel really heavy last night? And we felt really heavy on our bodies too, like something that's heavy on our bodies.
Okay.
We both felt that.
That is not good.
No, but I'm trying to not think it's bad. I'm trying to go to the light with this one.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's check in on that and see how it's going. But everything I've heard, that's not what a friendly spirit feels like.
So I'm in my room, and I don't know what Paul did up here, but he said that he may have done something or conjured something, or I don't know, but right now it feels okay. I have the Ovilus here with me, so I'm gonna turn that on and see if I can get anything from that. Holly and Amy, they're in the next room over, so maybe we'll get a connection between what they're saying and what the Ovilus is saying in here. That would be really cool.
So we're up here to do an Estes method to see if whatever was here before might want to reach itself out. And before we can even get started, we started to roll. And as soon as that happened, I felt something over here come towards us, and I turned away. And at the same time, Amy started shaking, and she said, "Oh my God, there's something here." And I said, "Yep. This room is very energetically active. It is very in your face." How you doing, Amy?
Just holding my own over here.
What do you want to do with what's happening right now?
Just gonna maybe talk to it. If it's here first, I don't know.
Now, the last time you were in this room, you felt like something, we're not saying it's this thing, pinned you to what? Yeah, sorry, I'm seeing things.
I know, me too. Do you keep seeing a white foggy apparition fly?
It's not foggy. I see things you seem to see in white, and
I see white.
And I seem to see darkness.
There's more than one person living here. Maybe one person can stay in this room and another person can stay in that room with Holly and Amy. And you can communicate with each of us. Each person can communicate with myself and or Holly. Let's have a ghost party.
Last time you were here, something you felt pinned to the bed beside you.
This bed right
Yeah,
there.
and you felt like you were being muzzled, like, is what those are the words you used, right?
Mm-hmm. It was like pinned down. It was almost like I couldn't speak.
Yeah, and you keep doing this motion over your face.
keep doing that, yeah.
Does it feel like that to you?
Right now,
Or do you just feel like something's pushing at you?
I just feel there's something in my energy field. So oh, okay, bye. It just floated right through me. Okay, weird. Why? I can see an expression on your face without seeing an expression on your face.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to compute and process. I don't know what's going on, except I know that there's something wrong.
Okay, just kind of wondering maybe why you're still here. What did this house mean to you? I just want to confirm that it said bind and Jess. And Amy was talking about her friend Jess feeling like she was bound to the bed. And Amy also had that exact same experience. So that to me is very odd. No. It said bed and position. That's crazy. That's crazy.
Okay, what are you processing? Don't scare me. Now I'm gonna get scared.
You're okay. You're okay.
I'm physically okay right now.
You're fine.
It's okay.
It's just there's a lot of energy in the room. There's a lot of things that you and I both do not understand.
Right.
And so just because I freeze or I stop, doesn't mean anything's wrong.
Okay.
I'm just trying to process what's happening.
Okay.
It felt like there was something either on the other side of the wall that came this way. Like I felt this, and then you were like, oh, it just left me. And I was like, okay. What does that mean? I don't know. Did it draw out? I have no idea.
Yeah, but just ironic that at the same time, that's been happening a bunch of times now. We're both processing at the same time different elements that are happening.
Yeah, and experiencing it differently, but seemingly at the same time. Again, I am not as articulate as I'd like to be right now. There's a lot just happening for me in this room.
Yeah,
You're okay?
I'm okay. I'm
Okay.
shaking again, so something's crossing back through me. It could be the same, it could be different. It just means something's in my energy field.
And so, Amy, when you're experiencing this, if you could describe for me, do you feel it come from a certain direction? Or does it just kind of envelop you from everywhere?
Well, sometimes I can identify, like, in different places we were, like, if I feel a brush of cold go by me.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I feel a brush of cold over my hands. Where I feel cold right now is over, ironically, the bed, which I didn't want it to be, because we've been talking about it, but I do feel a cold here. But it just sort of, it comes on to me, but I am feeling cold over here.
There's something, I feel the cold.
Do you feel the cold brush coming?
I feel it coming
Yes,
through.
okay. It's coming
and
through.
it is, for me, has an emotional attachment. It's exceptionally sad.
Was it you that Amy and her friend Jessica had an encounter with last year? Was it you? Or do you know who it was? Excuse me, James? Did I hear you correctly? James, why are you so angry? Why can't you be peaceful in the afterlife? Do you like people feeling intimidated in your home? Was it your intention to make people feel scared?
Okay, I cannot hear you.
All right, so I would like to know. Well, I was gonna say, is there something here? Let's.
Child.
I got goosebumps. Oh, I got goosebumps. I feel like. Okay. This is Mom.
Ah!
I feel.
Sorry, a voice came through that was crazy. I couldn't hear it.
Oh, I'm feeling. Oh, it's just the overwhelming emotion is coming through. I feel like it's a little boy who misses his mom. That's what I'm getting, that overwhelming feeling. Oh, God. Okay. Can you confirm that this is accurate? I want to make sure that I'm getting your story correctly. Oh, I could feel that just washed over with me like crazy. Okay, sorry, I'll get back to asking questions. That just came right over me.
4.
Are you 4? How are you, 4 years old, maybe? I was gonna kind of ask how old you were. Maybe you're 4. Did you live in this house?
Yes.
Are we talking with more than one spirit right now? Oh, something just pulled my shirt. It felt like...
Cold.
What? What? Did you get that? I'm just going to process that. Okay.
End.
Okay. I need to process that. Okay, so are we talking with more than one spirit right now? Because I feel like there's a little boy here that's 4 years old.
Stop.
You don't want me to talk? Okay. I will stop if you'd like. I won't question you if it's making you nervous or upset. I do not want to do that. I just want to communicate with you.
There's a male voice that's starting to come through on numerous channels, but I can't make it out.
Okay, so enter a male voice. Someone else is coming through that Holly is not liking.
Stop that.
No, we're not going to stop yet. We're just very curious. We are good energy. We are curious. Is there anything you'd like to share with us? What? I almost ran out. Holly, what?
Oh my God.
What?
It growled at me. A voice that I haven't heard yet growled at me.
Oh, what's that mean?
Not good.
You threw that off your head.
I know! Because it was like, it was closer. It was closer than it should have been. Like, I know it's on my head and I know I can hear it, but everything is kind of feels like it's still at a distance. This was like right here. Like it was like it came through and it was too close.
I'm not certain I'm speaking with a human. Can you confirm that for me? I feel like you're a trickster.
Pastor, Snow, Mama.
I'd believe Pastor, I'd believe Mama. Did you have children here?
See,
Oh, no. You are a trickster, I can tell. You keep saying mama and then you say something awful. You say something like Satan. Then before that you said something like pastor. Like, who am I speaking with? Are you trying to scare me? I don't scare easily.
So the Edie was going off like a Christmas tree. Amy thinks there was a little boy. They were seeing apparitions or things. I'm just hitting the high points. And then Holly, I've seen her scared before a couple of times. That scared. This would be top 10 for sure. She threw the headphones off, screamed, jumped off the bed, and apparently whatever voice started to come through growled at her. Like, I can't, she can replicate, but kind of like, I get the impression it was like, kind of thing.
It'll be crazy to see the timeline because we got Satan on this.
Oh, well, that's always good. Okay, so we're back. There's either been a commercial break or there's been a really hard cut in the middle of a segment. I don't know. Editor Paul, the Time Lord that I am, I can't travel far enough to see how this is going to play out. All I know is we cut in here. Then I wandered next door and went, oh, really, Kim? Cool, cut. And now I've brought everybody back together because there are stories from the two rooms that need to be shared. And then we're going to dive back in. So, I don't know, it's kind of
I'm sort of a little kerfluffled myself because I kind of get the inside scoop on both sides of this story. I kind of know what was going on. And I have to admit, hashtag love and light, not so sure. Might be hashtag
Sort of.
duck and fright or something.
Right.
So yeah, where to go first? You know what, Holly, you were the one in the audio void. So why don't you give us a quick rundown of what was happening for you when you were under the hood, as they say, with the headphones on.
Being in under the hood, it's difficult to remember things that are important because you can't hear what's happening. So it'll be more relevant to the people on the outside. What pulled me out unintentionally was I started hearing a voice that was starting to become a little bit clearer and louder and closer than some of the other voices. And I heard very clearly, closer than anything else, something growled at me, and my instinct was to rip the headphones off and just get it away from me as far as possible. I've done this several times now. I've never had that reaction to anything. So it's definitely an instinctual run away.
Oh my God.
Normally what I do is I'd say, maybe you heard something, maybe you didn't. There's been very few cases in my career as a ghost investigator when I have definitively, in the moment, absolutely without equivocation, heard something. Exit, when we were in the Yarmouth house, is one of those times.
Yeah.
So this time, obviously I didn't hear it because you had the headphones on. What I did was, after we cut, and after I cut Kim's session next door, I went out and Brad handed me the headphones and said, hey, basically you need to listen to this, here you go. And I said, what am I going to be listening to? It's like the Holly thing. Oh, okay. So I put it on. There is definitely a voice that comes through that does not sound like any other voice that was coming through before, because I heard a bit beforehand.
Yeah.
It sounds anomalous in the sense that it does not sound like the normal chatter you would hear. What I thought I heard was either her or hurt.
Ooh.
And they're very similar, and I'm not sure whether it closed off, but that's what I heard. I heard her or hurt. And I think it was probably closer to her, but I'm not sure. So I do think there's the word there. It's not just a I think there's actually, like, it's a word. So yeah, but you definitely heard something, because I've heard it too.
Yeah.
So, okay, I will circle back to you, Amy, in a second, but now I'm going to go across the room and sort of across the building, because Kim, you were next door working the Ovilus side of the beat, as it were. And I thought, well, okay, fine, this is done. That can't get any weirder or worse or crazier than this. Walked out and I said, hey, Brad, how's it going? And he said, yeah, there's stuff happening there. The Ovilus is going crazy. So that's why I came in. And tell them what you told me about what was going on with the Ovilus.
All right. Well, I would like to know the timeline of when you heard the growl, because something came through on the Ovilus that rarely comes through on the Ovilus, and that is Satan.
Oh.
So she would have heard the growl roughly 4 or 5 minutes before I walked into your room.
That, to me, sounds like it would line up very closely.
I'm sorry. It doesn't even matter to me if it lines up.
Right,
We've
no.
got this this growl that's either saying her or hurt, and you got the word Satan on the Ovilus.
Yeah, so the other really weird thing that was happening with the Ovilus is it was going crazy. Like, there was a whole lot of words that to me didn't mean anything. But when I first started the session, I did get a little freaked out because, I'm going to refer to this, I got a grouping of words. And Amy, this might mean something to you. The words bind, Jess, then fight, then bed,
Oh my God.
position.
What?
Yes.
I got goosebumps.
I wish I had headphones to throw off my head again.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is.
I mean, too, the other thing to remember is, maybe it isn't so dark. Maybe it really is a trickster, like a young little boy playing tricks. I don't know. It's up for speculation.
Oh, it's hard to process.
So I'm just going to say, I spent all of season 7, hashtag love and light, trying to be nice and friendly, and I've come back and I've tried to be nice and friendly, but
But
what I heard, which is what Holly heard, that caused her to throw the headphones off, didn't sound friendly, and it didn't sound trickstery. Now it could have been, but it sounded aggressive. Would you agree, Holly?
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, I'm not convinced that we're dealing with just one thing or person. I'm convinced we might be dealing with others. And even if you're a trickster, when you drop Satan, like, that's not a trick that I want to play.
that's the ultimate.
Yeah, like that's not funny.
That's not funny anymore when you do
No.
that. Like if a trickster's dropping that, that's not funny anymore. And if it's not a trickster and it really is him coming through, that's not funny either.
Well,
So
no.
none of that's funny.
So, funny is Loki turning Thor into a frog
Yeah, that's
for, a week. That's funny, sort of, unless you're Thor. Funny is not Loki going to New York City like in the Avengers and trying to destroy half the city and killing a bunch of people. So there is a difference between a trickster and a malevolent, even though they might be the same person in that case. So we might be dealing with Loki from the Avengers movie where he's trying to destroy New York to take it over, as opposed to turning Thor into a frog. I don't know. But that concerns me. For the first time since I've returned, I've heard or seen something that concerns me, which would be what I heard, which is what you heard. So you know what we have to do now, Holly? Get those headphones back on and see what else you can hear. You two, Kim and Amy, you ask some questions, have a conversation, dig deep, and we'll see what pops out for Holly.
Holly, I'm sorry in advance.
I'm sorry.
The other thing we didn't mention is the Edie was going off like a Christmas tree, often in response to either something Amy was saying or seemingly feeling, or something that Holly was spitting out when she was hearing it. So there seemed to be some sort of, it wasn't random, it seemed to interact in response or even to preempt, in some cases, what you guys might be saying. So I haven't seen the Edie move at all since we've returned back in here. The other thing to note, when it was showing the blue flashing light, which usually means the temperature is going down, right, Holly? Yeah. The temperature was not going down. It stayed constant at 20 the entire time. Now it's down to 19.7, small, insignificant dip, but the whole time that was going on, I watched it, it stayed at 20, even though it said consistently the temperature was going down.
Okay.
Here we go.
Bye. She's going into the abyss.
Is there someone here that wants to make contact with us? I'm just wondering if you're still here. Are you still here?
Sorry.
Sorry for what you did, or sorry for what you're about to do?
It's here.
Who is it? Can you tell me what its name is, please?
Please come. Go. 2 different voices.
Is there something bad trying to come through and a good one's trying to keep it from coming through?
Where do you want me to come to?
Inside.
Probably inside this room.
Is there somebody here that wants to talk with us?
Did Holly not hear that?
She's really she's not responding, actually. What's happening?
I'm just wondering, what did you hear, Brad?
I heard devil worship.
Can you take that out for a second? Were you in a trance for a minute?
I don't know.
Did you hear devil worship in there?
What?
Did you not hear that?
No. What?
Brad just microphoned in. He's like, did Holly not hear that?
No.
I wonder if it's like, let's make Holly not hear this. Let's have this as a subliminal message. But Brad
And then it looked like
hears
you were in a
it.
trance. I was like, is Holly in a trance? She's like sitting there.
Cool. No, I did not hear that.
That's weird. Because Brad was like, guys.
No, I totally, did not hear that at all.
So let's switch it up. Holly, why don't you trade places with? Oh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Okay. Tiger if you know, something, something if you go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Kim,
All right.
under the earphones go you.
Yay.
Holly, over there go you.
Thank you. I'm half frightened.
It does chant.
Chant.
Yeah.
Great.
Okay. Who
Ghost.
are we speaking to?
There you go.
Are you friendly?
I thought it said Holly.
I am friendly. You're like me.
Oh! Oh my God, that just said evil.
Ah, well, this is fun. We're having fun. We're all having fun, right?
I think it just said 3.
Wait a second. Amy, which room number is this?
Oh,
3.
shit.
3 again. 3 of our something.
So here's what we're going to do.
Offer a sacrifice?
What?
Wow, dark, Holly. This is why I'm in charge. No. Who hasn't been under the headphones? Amy. I've saved the best for last. This is your room.
I have a thought. Can we try this first?
We can. Maybe.
Amy,
What?
take Kim's hand.
5.
Yes, my 5 fingers are
There's
going.
5 people in this room.
I know.
Starting to feel. Okay.
Name yourself.
I don't want to channel anything bad.
Are you bad?
It's there.
If I'm letting you use my energy field to
Right here. Hi.
Yeah, hi. You better be good. I'm telling you right now, you can leave if you are not good. I do not allow you to come into me. This vessel is only used for positive energy.
How do you feel about that?
Amy, I can feel you shaking. I don't know what's going on. I don't want to open my eyes. I hope you're okay.
Do we have multiple entities here? Looking to connect. Amy is open, I assume. Yeah. Yeah, something just came.
Yeah, it's in my back now. It's like,
Yeah. Okay.
it's it's like, it's moving my back.
Is it pushing you down? Like pinning you?
My shoulders are, look, my shoulders, they're like going backwards, forth, back, back, back. It's a weird motion that they're doing. It's like a back, back.
Pushing you?
Yeah, maybe like,
Are you trying to get her to leave? Or are you trying to push her away?
oh, it makes me feel sick.
I don't know what that just said, but it was really dark.
Okay.
It was like a deep, dark voice.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel good at all.
I just heard a woman scream.
We're switching out. Amy's going in.
All right, let's roll, kids. In you go, Amy.
Are you still here?
Do you mean Amy or?
Yes, I know Amy's still here, Paul. I mean the entities.
Now you have a different way to communicate with Amy. Are you going to take advantage of that?
What do you need or want?
Sick.
What's your name?
Angel?
Oh,
That's nice.
that's gotta be true. What's your name, Angel? Liar.
Are you a fallen angel?
Not good. Bed?
Boo.
What now?
Bed.
Uh-oh.
Are you the one that had something to do with the bed here?
Why are you saying
Paralyzed? Forced?
oh my God.
Do you do that to a lot of people that come here? Is that your signature?
Okay.
What?
Well, I mean, either it's a living out, or living out is the wrong word. I think reenacting maybe something traumatic that happened to it, or it's doing that for a traumatic reason. Like one is maybe something that's unintentionally harming people. The other is something that is intentionally harming people.
Right. You're kind of talking about like perhaps it could be self-defense.
More like it's just reenacting
Okay.
maybe how it died.
I thought I heard father.
Why don't we circle back and
Sure.
finish with you
Sure.
and see if
Leave?
what
Leave.
Leave.
leave?
Yeah.
Oh. Well,
Damn it.
Are you saying we should all leave but Holly?
Well, somebody needs to hear what I'm saying.
Good point.
Oh, thank God.
Oh, she's just shocked that after all these years I finally said good point.
I'll hear it.
Oh, damn it, Reed!
True.
Right around when I heard leave,
Yeah.
it said leave, and then I swear, and you know how after you hear something, it processes for a second, you rehear it in your head? It was like leave, this, house.
All right.
You fool.
Everybody's done it. It seems only fair that I do it. So
That's not how you roll.
feel free to ask some questions, and I will try not to yell when I hear stuff.
Okay.
So we'll see what it goes. You want to know something fun?
I always do.
I just got a whole bunch of cold all over me. So, great. I mean, great, I guess. Well, let's see what we can see, Holly.
Oh, God. Okay.
So what?
Nothing. I just said something to God.
He can't hear you. He's under the headphones.
Oh, I thought that's what it said. Okay. Hilarious. We've switched things up. We're trying something new.
Takes a little while to get used to it.
Can you tell him your name?
Oh, that just said, I think it just said, and I'm going to try and replicate the voice, Holly. And now it just said yes.
Okay. Why are you saying my name? Is your name also my name, or are you trying to pretend that you know me?
I think it just said Paul.
What do you want?
Please don't. Oh, that was not a good voice. That was like, "Urgh."
Are you angry? Did something happen? Man. How? I've just got a lot of pressure in my head right now, out of nowhere. Okay. Are we in danger here?
Yes.
Okay, this is when I would say we should probably leave. What happens if we don't leave? What happens if we stay here?
Ooh. That was a growl that sounded like don't.
Holy crap.
Like,
Brad?
don't.
What do you need us to do to make this space safe for others and ourselves? Let's be honest. Ha. Because you're not getting any of us. Understood?
Dead. Damn it. What?
I think we're in way over our heads here.
Why?
There was a lot of stuff that was lining up, and it was not good.
I don't know if we're in over our heads. Holly, you and I are experts. Yeah, no, I don't buy that either.
Dude, if you want to go back in, like, I'll ask more questions, but it's told us to leave. It's told us that we need to get out. It's told us that we're in danger if we stay. It's told us that, like, just a lot of really bad stuff.
All right, give me like 3 more minutes. Then I might get you to take a last dive in.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah. I
I'm
just...
just curious. I have no idea what. Oops, sorry. I have no idea what
it's
you're
okay.
going to ask or what you were asking.
I know.
It really is like sensory deprivation.
It's,
You can't hear anything. All right, here we go.
Okay, here we go.
You know, folks at home, I don't know if this is good television or not, but this is, you know, we're not running around like some other ghost shows do. You know, like, ooh, what was that? And who? We do that on occasion. But this, sometimes you just sit down and you focus in. And so it's the stuff that's coming out that is, you know, 100% real. The situation's real. And I just got a little cold again.
Guy, yeah.
All right,
Okay.
we're back in.
All right. Creature or entity or spirit or whatever seems to be communicating with us. You still here?
Too much.
Yeah, it's gonna. Nobody seems to believe me when I say we should probably leave. Or you said we should leave. So,
5.
what do you want with us? Why are you here? Are you curious?
Paul.
Duh. Okay, you want to talk to Paul? Paul's here. He's trying to communicate with you.
Terror.
What is your purpose? What is your goal? There's a really heavy pressure in the air.
You.
Me or all of us? Be specific. Give us names.
Holly.
Oh, Holly, sleeping at the Best Western tonight. Not good. Not good.
Why isn't it good?
Because I said be specific. What do you want? What is your goal? You. Be specific. Give us names. Me, Holly.
Oh. Uh-oh. Well, better you than me, old friend.
Here's.
Tell you what, well, it said you and Holly.
No.
In you go.
Fine.
This is, you know,
But you know what? Straight up, no. You can't have me. So.
fair. That's good. I like the confidence.
Yes. What else do you do, right? Okay. What are you hoping for here? Like what? Okay, here I'll sit down. So, okay. Like
It's actually gotten warmer in here, and I feel a little colder.
there's a definite heaviness that's coming down. There's from the air.
Oh, I get the arm chilies.
You're really?
Yeah, like the.
You're cold?
Yeah.
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 Good Lord. Okay.
Folks, I'm talking to you folks at home, the home audience, the viewers, the watchers, the people who've been with us this whole time. Let me tell you something. When somebody says your name, after did you ask?
Yes.
Right. So whatever you think of this, whether you think it's all nuts or, oh my God, this is all true, whatever you think, it does take a modicum of courage to go back in. So something wanted to talk to Holly, and Holly's, braving it up and going in.
Thanks, Paul.
I like that.
Wow. There you go.
Always have. It's top notch.
Okay, cool. Well, here we go.
All right.
Yes.
Now I got to think of some questions.
It's all well and good until I throw these off my head again.
Yeah. Just throw them left.
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, I just get cold all around my upper body. Do you want to scare?
Symbol.
Aha. What symbol? What is the symbol? Now that's an important question. What symbol?
There were words there, but I couldn't hear them.
Tell me what the symbol is.
A cup.
The symbol is a cup.
What did you do?
Nothing.
Serious?
It said symbol, right?
Yeah, like numerous times.
I kept asking, demanding, but then politely asking. Combination of tactics. I kept asking what the symbol was. Cup.
Yeah, I remember saying that.
That's the only thing that came out, that the cup is a symbol.
Are you thinking religious?
I am.
You're thinking the cup of Christ?
Funny how the first thing that popped into your mind was religion. A religious idea, the cup of Christ, all that sort of stuff. Did this thing not earlier?
What are you going to say? Because it's agreeing with you, I think.
Say priest,
Yeah. And pastor.
right? What is, oh man.
Cold.
Yeah, no, I'm getting shivers, but they're like, yeah, oh, yeah. You cup, it could have been like a cup of Diet Coke, it could have been a cup of anything. You went for the religious angle. And now I'm curious, because it said symbol twice, and then it said cup. So do you know what I did earlier?
Shit.
Nothing bad.
Oh, it's always bad, Paul. What
No.
did you do?
I went into your room, into Amy's room, and into Kim's room, and I put trigger objects in those rooms. Do you want to know what those trigger objects were?
I'm going to guess they were cups.
Nope.
What?
Chess pieces. There's a little chess set downstairs. Kim got the rook. Steady, solid, loyal, reliable, straight, moves in straight lines.
Predictable.
Production manager.
Okay.
That's not predictable, but just that idea that, the rook, good solid rook.
Okay.
Always there for you. You got the knight. Noble, loyal, trustworthy, honest, brave, whatever. The
Thank
knight, the
you.
little, the horsey.
I like horses.
Guess what piece Amy got?
Bishop.
Yeah. At this point, folks, I'm just going to say, none of this was planned, right? I just,
Oh, no.
because do you have a flashlight?
Yep. Always.
So, I'll get you to look, and I put the bishop, there's a little wheel kind of thing back of her bed. So the bed is right here.
This one?
Yeah. And so here, stand up for a sec. I'm just going to get my camera here. Hold on, Holly.
Yeah.
Now, what I wanted to do was place it next to the wheel. I think it's a wheel. Hard to remember. Post, wheel, whatever, so that I would know it's there, but Amy couldn't see it. Even if she looked under her bed, it's kind of hidden. So right down there. Oh, yeah, look.
Jesus. Yeah. Down here?
I'm just watching the lights go off like a freaking Christmas tree, all the colors of the rainbow. Yeah, there, it is a wheel. Yep, sorry, just remembering, because I've been doing a lot of stuff tonight. So it's a little wheel. There should be a bishop on the other side of that wheel, like literally propped right up against the wheel.
Not even fracking close.
What? Where? No. Where the?
It's like half a foot in.
Holy shit. Remember the part where you said we're in over our heads?
Yeah. Believe me now?
We're in over. Give me that. No way.